Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Deborah Harris Nixon. Okay, I'll take my shades off. Even though I'm in sunny South Florida on January the 12th, I know some of you are like shoveling snow or in traffic because of ice or something. Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of. Anyway, so, yeah, I am sorry. I'm just glad it's not me. That's what I really want to say. And I'm glad I said all that. You know why? Because I decided, that while one of the things that I've been doing for the past 16 years or so is helping to create inclusive communities in a classroom setting, and what I've done is use my skills as a relationship expert to do that. And it occurred to me just as I got ready to have this conversation with you today that you need to know me, because one of the things that I discovered that made my work, the things that I did in the classroom work, is that I was not afraid or ashamed to let my audience know who I am. So let me say this at the outset. You see how very well my face is made up very nicely, how my lashes on, got some foundation on. I do not wear makeup every day. I just don't. I never have. As you can tell, I have vitiligo. That just started happening about 10 years ago, and it got worse. Well, I would say worse. It increased exponentially in the last couple of years. And so I had decided that I cannot live my life trying to cover that up. Even though it's new and I honestly don't appreciate it, I work with it. And so when I decided to make my face up to have this conversation with you guys, I said, well, you know what, Deborah, you are not going to make your face up every time. First of all, because even before the vitiligo, I don't wear makeup unless I'm making up to go out someplace. I don't wear it every day. It's just too much work. That's another discussion for another time. Maybe not. But I decided I was not going to be a slave to this. And so when you see me maybe tomorrow or the next day, I probably won't have makeup on. And so you will not only see this on my neck and maybe on my hands, but you will see it around my eyes, which is on my face so far, the only place it really is on my face, which is a whole nother discussion for another time. And anybody's interested in that, we can talk about that. Just let me know. I'm open to it. But I decided to let you know that so that when you show up in one day and there's no lashes and no foundation and no blush and no lip gloss, and you're like, oh, okay, what happened to her? Well, what happened to her is she didn't feel like making her face up that day. Now, that's important. All of that is important for me to say, because that is how you create a relationship. That's how you get connected. Being who you are. So if I take this off right now, you can see that it's more on my neck and it's some on my shoulders and in my arms. You see that. You also see I'm kind of work out. But anyway, so if we're going to do this, we need to be real. And I don't know any other way to be. I don't. So I will embarrass myself sometime trying to be honest. But for me, that is the only way you can really get connected to someone. So as we move forward in this year, I want to invite you. What could you do? What are you doing? What are you hiding? What are you covering up that is getting in the way of your being a more authentic person? And I do not care if it's at work, at home, at school, in the neighborhood, at the gym, at church, at the mosque, the synagogue, at the temple, wherever you do your thing, wherever you have relationships. What's coming between you and the people that you are in relationship with? Until next time, I want to hear from you. Tweet, Facebook. If you are on LinkedIn, if I have my glasses, I'm over 50. I'm almost 60. I would put some real glasses on because I would need them to see anyway, and I would invite the people on LinkedIn, the business people. I'll put my jacket back on for y'all. What's coming between you and those that you are working with, those that you want to do business with? What is getting in the way? Let me know. And then let's talk about how we can get past that. So if you tell me I lie, that gets in the way, or I don't trust people, that's getting in the way. Then let's talk about how to get past that, so that if you want to have a more authentic relationship, if you want to build a better community, then how do you be more who you are? Until next time, take good care.